Hi guys, welcome to Linux YouTube channel. My name is Ram Mishra and I'm your online instructor. So what's in this video? In this video we will talk about how to create incremental backup using tar command. But before start the lab session we need to understand few points, which is what is tar command and its importance of incremental backup. So in the Linux, the tar command is a utility for creating, modifying and extracting archive of files and directories. In short, tape archive, this is a full form of tar command, was originally designed for storing data on magnetic tapes, but it's now widely used for archiving, managing files, especially for backups and deployments. As a system administrator, it is regular task to backup the data files. There are mainly two types of backups are used in real-time scenario. First one is full backup and second one is incremental backup. In the full backup, the user need to backup of all data every time, but in the incremental backup the user take a backup of data that has been modified or newly added since the last backup. So definitely question come in our mind is, how does incremental backup work? Incremental backup work based on the file's modification time. If the file has not been modified since the last backup, it would be skipped while taking the incremental backup. On the other hand, if the file has been modified and the date is more recent than the last backup date, the file would be backup. For example, suppose you take a full backup of slash my data folder on Sunday, and on Monday you modified a few files in that folder. So an incremental backup on Monday would only backup the change file since the Sunday backup, utilizing the snapshot file to identify the modification. So this is how it's actually work. So let's start the lab session and we'll see in the demo session how actually it work in the practically. So here you can see currently I have one Linux VM on my VMware workstation. Currently I'm logged in as a root user. Let me show you the OS release version first of all. I'll clear the screen. Who am I? I'm root and I'm using RHEL 9.3. So let's do the first step, which is make some data file first of all. So I'll make a folder, my data, name could be anything, data. Okay. Now let me quickly move to in this folder, try to copy some files, etc fstep file. Okay. Let me go host file. Okay, let me copy host name. Yeah, that's sufficient. So currently you can see we have successfully created my data folder with some data files. Now move to the next step, which is create a full backup. So in order to create an incremental backup, the user need to take a full backup initially. It is also called level 0 incremental backup, which is the copy of all source file. So this perform this go this option. Let's make we need to perform this operation. We need to make a destination folder first of all to save my backup file. Let me create a folder name backup. Done. Now let's create a first full backup of my data directory with a snapshot file using -g argument. So basically snapshot file act as a record of the previous backup state. This file efficiently backup only the files that have changed since the last backup instead of copying everything again. So the command is very simple command tar -cvf slash I want to store my backup in backup. Backup name could be anything. Backup I said -0 dot tar and I use -g for g argument used for a snapshot file. So you need to mention the snapshot file location also. It could be the same one, my data, and I said my data dot snar. This is important, right? And finally I want to take the backup of my data file. Let's see, let's press enter, then I explain what I did here. See what just happened now. We have created a backup name is backup-0.tar. So if you go on the backup folder, you can see the backup is there, backup-0.tar, plus one snap file which is mydata.snar with -g argument, which is the snapshot file to keep record of the currently backup file. So this same file will be used next time to identify all modifieds or new files created in the my data directory. So .snar means it is a snapshot archive record file. That's the full form you can say, right? So let me explain the code. tar command is I have started for tape archive utility, C for create the tar file, V for verbosity the mode, F means allow task to get the file name. So in my case, my file name is backup-0.tar. G for this is the list of all incremental file, basically used for creating the snapshot file. And finally, the folder which you want to take the backup. In my case, that is my data. So let's see the content of tar archive. Let's on the this backup -.0.tar. So I run the command tar -tvf. The file name is backup.tar. Now you can see everything is there. This is fstep, host name, and host file, and my data.snap. So hope everything is clear till now. Now move to the next step, which is create or modify some content from data folder. So let's create a new file inside my data directory or remove some older file and try to backup again to see if it will work backup incremental data only or not. So let me go in the my data again. Here the already few files are available. Let me create one file and remove the older one. So let me remove fstep file and let me go man d2 date. Okay, so you can see I did some modification. I remove fstep file and I create a new file date.txt. Now run the tar command again with the additional to change the tar archive file and we'll see what happened. So let's take one more time run the tar to create the backup. So every command, everything is same, just change the location name, which is backup-1.tar. That the rest of the things are same. Let it be go with the snapshot and mention the original one. Press enter. Now you can see second backup is done. So again, let's see list newly created archive to see what was backup this time. I'll go tar tvf the same slash backup, this time backup1.tar file. See, you can see result of this command is showing only date.txt. Did you notice only date.txt was backup, leaving behind unchanged data file. Great, it means tar is performing incremental backup properly. Now move to the next step, which is restoring incremental backup. We will first of all delete the my data folder directory completely, and then we will go restore back from the incremental backup. So let me remove my backup, my data file. I completely remove that folder. Now we will restore data from the full backup file, which is the source of the file. But first of all, we will list the files present in my full backup. So how to list it? I'll go the command tar -list, then -- it's an incremental file. So I'll go with the incremental -- verbosity mode. Then let me go one more. Why I'm using twice? I will let you know. -- my file is I want to view backup 0.tar. The moment I press enter, let's see what happened. Okay, you got some result. So the first question is why use -- verbose twice? Each verbose increase the level of detail printed by the tar command. One verbose give you the basic information, the files, the directory name, right? And second verbose can provide more detailed metadata like your ownership, timestamp, permission, incremental metadata if using incremental, right? So here is the incremental metadata, you can see that, right? Now in the above output, y indicate means what? Before the file name, y indicate represent the file is present in this backup. So let's create backup now in the same current folder where I am. So I'll go the command tar -xvf and I said backup01.tar and again use snapshot file G with dev null option. That's it. Let's press enter. Then again I explain. See, done. If I go ls my data, you can notice fstep file, host name, host, everything just like in the first one. So again I use the tar command to create a archive utility. X for extract the files from archive, V for verbosity, F for file name, whatever the file name I want to go with this time, and G Gdevnull, this is a tar incremental backup option, you can say. So G is basically listed incremental, tells the tar to treat the archive as an incremental backup, and devnull is being used as the snapshot file, right? And since devnull is non-writable dummy file, this effectively means do not track incremental changes this time. So hyphen G dev null tells tar to perform the extraction without keeping track of incremental metadata by using dev null as throwaway snapshot file, right? So if I go ls my data, you can see all the files are there. Now we will list the file present in the second incremental file, incremental backup file. So again, I'll go, this time I'll replace 0 to 1. I press enter and you can see, you can notice hyphen n this, you can notice n this time. So n indicate the file is not present. Y indicate file is present in the backup. So now we will restore from this second incremental backup with the same tar xvf command. So I'll go one more time, tar xvf, and I replace 0 to 1. The moment I press enter, you can notice it's remove etcf step file and update the latest one. So if I go ls my data, you can see I'm in the back position where I was at the last time when I remove a step file and create date.txt file. So I have date.txt, I have host name, host, and rest of the things are same. So this is how you learn how to create an incremental backup and restore using tar command. I hope this incremental backup will save you a lot of time and disk space. That's all about this demo, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned new things. Soon I will come up with another new interesting topic. Till then, keep practicing. If you feel something I have missed or you wanted to know more something else, please reach out through my social media link, which is mentioned in the description. And if you like this video, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for latest update. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.